Hey, quantitative students, I'm going to do now the 7th portfolio. That'll be this right here, the 7th portfolio, which is 3.7. All right, that's doing the second half of this particular set of portfolios. Doesn't matter about the date, just this is where you find it. Again, you go to course content and then portfolios. And then it's the 7th one down, so it'll be this one. So if you click this, go ahead and get a series of very detailed questions. Now, I already have this built, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you what I did. I'm not going to physically build this one. It'll help reduce the amount of time that it takes to do it. So you'll see the pictures and stuff like that when the video is released, of course. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. And this is what you're trying to aim for. So if I pull up side by side, that, which is the instructions, and this, it says that this refers to the problems in question 4 through 11 of the application section below. Use your equations from the cost of buying diapers with Amazon Mom membership and the cost without the membership to complete the table shown in the Excel spreadsheet. Then graph the system of equations. Explain how the graph shows when it is worth joining Amazon Mom. Okay. So now, when we're looking at this, there is one thing that I lack here, and that is the systems equations, which I'll go ahead and graph that, then graph the systems equations. But let's go ahead and build this. So how you do that, first of all, the boxes of diapers bought, that shouldn't be any trouble for you. The cost of membership, copying that. The cost without membership, you should have that. And then 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, and you can carry that down to 30 if you so desire. But then all this value system is going to be supported by completing these over here. This is question 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9, and then question 10. Okay, so there is a question 11, but here are the questions. It says parents with young babies buy a lot of diapers, to say the very least. So getting the best deals is pretty important. Companies' prices can be harder than you think. Through retailers don't all sell diapers in the same size boxes. All right. A recent check of prices on Pampers Swallowers in size 1 revealed the following: that Amazon.com has 234 diapers for $46.99. All right, and we can come back over to the Excel spreadsheet and copy that. And you're going to go ahead and do that where it says cost, units, and the unit price. And it says Amazon, it says find the unit price of each box of diapers and use it to decide which is the best deal. So the cost is $46.96, right? So that's a very defined value. And then of course the $34.99. All right. Now the unit price is obviously the 231, and what you do for the units and the unit price is to take and divide E2 by F2. So you're dividing the cost per unit. And so you can see that taking $34.99 and dividing it by 160, you get 22 cents per unit. So it's cost, obviously, it's better price to go after Amazon, right? Because it's 20 cents a diaper versus 22 cents a diaper. Now, question 5 says Amazon offers an interesting deal. If you pay $79 per year to join their Amazon Mom account club, whatever, you get 20% off all diaper purchases. So now it says, what would be the $46.99 box of diapers cost with that discount? So here's what I put down here is that question 5, you put the cost of the diapers, the percent of the discount, and the cost with the discount. That's what I put for the titles. So then this is coming from this. If even wanted to, I can go ahead and copy that there, but I basically took that number and I put the discount amount, and if I wanted to, I can change this to 30 if I wanted, and it changed all my values. But here we're keeping it at 20 because that's what it says here in this direction. But you can see that this right here, the cost with discount, is the E6, right? It's E6, and then it's times 1 minus F6. So discount, so that means we're only paying 80% of the value of the Amazon diapers, or yeah, the Amazon.com diapers for Pampers Swaddlers. So that's why that formula. All right, and of course, I know what you're doing is you're copying this, but it's a good structure of approach. That all you got to do is take the value of this dollar value and multiply it against this percentage taken away from 1, because that 1 represents 100%. And you should know by this time that the way to work with percentages of discount is you subtract it from 100%. That's what you should be remembering. Now, question number 6 and 7. Let's go to 6 and 7. It says, write an equation that provides the total cost C of buying X boxes of diapers in 1 year with Amazon Mom membership. So here's the thing, is that the equation that we need is written by this right here. This is what we needed for it, okay? And what that comes about, and this is the answer, by the way it works, okay, this 3719, or excuse me, 3759 is the same as taking this equation here and making sure it's this value here. And this is the number of units, number of boxes we buy, and what it costs for the membership. All right. Now watch what happens when I go ahead and do this. If I said 10 boxes, look at my equations. I'm going to produce my output real quick. All right. If I put in 50 boxes, then that's how much it would cost for 50 boxes of Pampers Swaddler ones. Okay. So I go ahead and made a formula here. Now, what is the formula? The formula is structured in such a way that it takes the value of E9, which E9 is right here, okay? And it goes ahead and multiplies it by the F9, because that's how many diapers we're buying, all right? And then going ahead and adding in the cost of the membership. So it's this times this, and then added to this. And that creates this number here, okay? Now, that answers question number 7 too. It says, use your equation to find the cost of buying 10 boxes of diapers in a year if you join Amazon Mom. So that's the 10 boxes, and that's the answer we're looking for. But I could put any number in there if I so desire. All right, 5, that would be 266.96, but they asked for 10. So that answers that question. And then it says, all right, for number 8, write another equation that provides the total cost C of buying X boxes of diapers in 1 year of Amazon without being a member of the Amazon Mom. So this right here is, again, just the cost factor. That's E2. It's the number here, okay, right there. Yeah, this value right here. And the equation is simple. It's just take the dollar value of this and multiply it by the number of boxes you have, and that'll give you the total answer you're looking for. So, and it says again for question number 9, it says use your equation to find the cost of boxes, or buying 10 boxes, and all we do is put 10 in here. Again, so what you're going to put in this box here is E13 times F13. So it's whatever is in these two boxes are going to multiply against each other, and that's your answer here. Okay? Really simple in that regard. Okay? So that answers question number 9. So I have that answer. And now it says for question 10, it says the equations you wrote in questions 6 and 8 form a system of equations. Solve that system and use your results to find how many boxes of diapers you need to buy in a year for the two costs to be the same. What would that cost be? So what you do is you take the value of this equation right here, which is 37.59 times x plus the 79 equals 4699x. So it's this times this, right? So this being the number of boxes. So x represents the number of boxes. Now, if we simplify this a little further, all right, we can go ahead and subtract 3759 from both sides, and then we get 9.4x equals 79, and then x equals 8.4. Now, what does that mean? 8.4 boxes, there's no such thing as taking a little less than half of a box, all right? So at the time at which you purchase the 9th box of diapers, all right, you'll then start saving money for this particular membership. Okay, so now the big question is do would you think that your baby would go through 9 boxes of diapers? All right, and you saw how many diapers there were. There was 234 units, and I can tell you right now that my child probably went through 2 to 3 diapers easily because they go number 1, number 2, right? Without getting weirded out by that stuff, but you change out diapers at least a minimum of 3 times a day. So if there's 30 days in a particular month, and there's at least, I would say, I mean, I would say 5 diapers a day easily. It's so easy. Um, that's all they do. So if that's just the bare minimum, like how many diapers are you using in that month? So it's this times this per day. That's 150 diapers that they're using, and that's very very low number, by the way. Um, so you're looking at 150 diapers, and there's 234 diapers in there. You might go through 1 or 2 boxes a month. All right. So let's just hypothetically say that you go through 2 boxes per month and you go ahead and have 12 months in a year. You're looking at the fact that there's 24 boxes that you need in a year. And so that's just being real about it. I mean, and even so, let's just say you went through 1 box a month and you go ahead and do 1 times 12 is 12 boxes a year, then you're looking at still more than 9 boxes of diapers in a year. And by the 12th box you're looking at is for the cost without membership, it's going to cost you $563.88. For with the membership, it's going to cost you $50 and $530.10. So 530.10 is a lot cheaper than 563.88. Therein lies the issue, and lies the significant reason why you'd want to buy more diapers, okay, or buy the membership, excuse me. So now that's where it says, under what circumstances would you want to join the Amazon mom to buy diapers? I mean, so the answer you provide for question number 11 is the justification and reasoning that I gave you, and that is, you would say something in regards to, well, if you know that you're going to be using more than 9 boxes of diapers per year, it would be, or not even so much as more than 9, but 9 or more boxes of diapers per year, then it's in your better interest to go for the membership. And that's what you'd put there. So I hope that you're understanding what I'm writing over here. I think I stayed long enough on each of the formulas to give you time to copy them. However, if not, then you might want to pause it at these different types of value systems that I'm giving you when I write this stuff for you like that. If you can't note that, then stop the video and then copy it and then focus on then the next thing. Okay. So this should be pretty straightforward. Now, how this comes about. Now, what you do is you take the value of the number of boxes of diapers. All right. So you're going to take, first of all, E9. Where is E9? E9 is this right. Let me go in here. Right here. Okay. That's this number. Okay. And then times the A2, which is right here, and then add G9, which G9 is right there. It's cost of membership. And you get the value of this answer. So I kept it there. Notice where I put dollar signs and everything. There's a reason for that. I'll explain that for just a minute. But then you got that, and then you do the same exact thing with cost without a membership. So you take dollar sign E, dollar sign 13. So it's E13, and that is this number here. Okay. And then you multiply it by this number. Well, 0 box of diapers should cost you $0 without membership. But then you go ahead and look at it. Then this one, and the reason why I put the dollar signs is because when I go ahead and copy this down, all right, if I did not have the dollar signs, the E13 would have changed to E14, E15, E16, and I would have not been able to keep the value that I have within these particular formulas. So that's the reason why for the dollar signs, by the way. All right. Now you'll notice that I do that. Okay. So it's a little frustrating to students. Why do you need dollar signs? But that's the reason why. It's to keep the value from changing. It's very important to use those. But now, what's great about this is that you can see that it's cost more for the membership at 8 boxes. But then once you get to 10 boxes, look at now it's costing more without the membership. All right. So that's a significant change. You're probably thinking, well, not really. It's only 15 bucks. Why is that such a significant change? I'm like, geez, you're talking about at least 2 to 3 years of diapers required at minimum. 2 to 3 years, unless you're a professional potty trainer and your kid is very, very agile and can be directed very easily. There's a strong belief that you're going to be doing it for 2 to 3 years with no problem. Okay, and just imagine how much money you're going to save. Okay, especially if you run at least 12 boxes, right? Let alone the 24 boxes. I mean, that's if they are chronically using and going to the bathroom. But look how much money you'd be saving. All right, that's a significant amount. Okay. Now, the thing is that it also asks us to make a systems of equations. Now, I didn't do that yet. It says then graph the system of equations. Now, in here, okay, I'm curious as to insert, and then you want to graph this, okay? And the way to graph it is by scatter plot systems, okay? Now, I don't have this controlled, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and grab this, and I'm going to see if I can manage. All right, there you go. And that's all I had to do to graph it. All right. We have the number of boxes. Excuse me. This is now the thing is that we want the values to change here. They're putting them in the wrong way because the number of boxes is our input. Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So the number of boxes that we're seeing, okay, it should be down here, and then the value system up there. So I gotta check this out. So that's that one. and that's that one. And we're looking at 16 boxes is 600 something dollars, but why is it going so high? That's interesting. I don't know why it's pulling that data, but that's basically how you construct it. And I'm wondering why it's so high, to be honest. I'd have to look at the value systems. Yeah, that's, okay. They're including it all the way up to 30. Okay, so they're pulling the numbers from all the way down here. Okay, that's what it is. All right, I see what they're doing now. Okay, so you could see that I've grabbed the value system. Okay, I mean they're this is how you include a plotted system. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you. All right, so I've now included the system equations, and I can leave it like that. Okay, um, and I think that the thing that we want to do is in our base here, we want to increment it by 2. Like, see the tick marks? See the interval between marks? We want to make it 2. And that'll change. That's where this will now change. 2, 4, 6, 8, and all that stuff. Okay, that's what we needed to happen. Not this 1 through 16. Matter of fact, I would take and wipe this one completely off and just leave it like this. And I want to pull that down. All right. Um, so that's the way to handle that. All right. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. But anyway, I allow you to see that, and then that will go ahead and be saved and inserted into that portfolio. All right. So make sure you include the plotted system. And you saw how I did that. Insert, and then you go to here, and you can compare the line chart system here. Okay. So that concludes this one. All right.